Now, Shockwave Sports presents Monday Night Call, Friday Night Strike, PWF, Shock Wrestling Mayhem 2.
Hello everybody, welcome, thank you for joining us for Shock Wrestling Mayhem 2! Hopefully it'll go a little bit better than WrestleMania 2, won't be that big of a stinker of a show. But my name is Mikhail Ice Cold 3000, I am your Shockwave World Champion, and today I'm joined by none other than a very close associate of mine, I'd say. He's certainly one of my colleagues, one of my co-workers, and we certainly will be collaborating on some work tonight. That sounded too sexual. Please welcome the Raven.
Hello, everyone. It is I, the Lord of the Skies, future Shockwave World Champion, the Raven. How is everyone doing tonight? Hi, Mikhail. What up?
Hi, Raven. It's great to see you. I hope that you're ready and focused to run down all the matches tonight ahead of our confrontation.
I am super hyper-focused.
I know you are. And we'll get to that a little bit later, but first, let's talk about the first matches that are going to be kicking off both nights of Mayhem 2. And those are the Scary Box ladder matches, one for Strike, one for Call. If you don't know the rules, basically it's a multi-man match. You climb the ladder, you grab the box. Inside the box is a contract. You can cash that in for a championship match at any time in the next year. Any of the 32 belts are eligible to be cashed in on. It's a wild card. It's wrestling's biggest what if. And we're going to find out who those two people who we're going to be wondering about are tonight. So, Raven, for the Caw Scary Box ladder match, we got Mooch, the People's Champion, Animus, Paz, so far so good champion, Andrew Owens, and... Wait, I do have breaking news. The final entrant in the Caw Scary Box ladder match... No. John Von Hollywood, you son of a bitch. It's Jim Pickens.
Holy shit.
Jim Pickens is going to be in the Caw Scary Box ladder match later tonight on Mayhem. But, Raven, talk to me. Who do you got?
Okay. Looking at these great competitors, I have been up against quite a few of them. Never been up against Mooch, though, so far. At least, I don't remember if I have been. I think Mooch is taking it, or Paz. Both very good competitors. Jim Pickens is a wild card, though.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous for Jim Pickens. I feel like that's more of... Jim Pickens is looking to get his arm broken in that match.
I think so is Animus.
And hear me out. I mean, there's so many matches on Mayhem that are such guarantees, such locks, such no-brainers, and I think you know what I'm talking about, Raven. That what if we get a wild card here? What if we get that Jim Pickens upset victory? Where does he go from there?
I would love to see Jim Pickens win, and honestly, if he takes it, I want to see him go and take the belt over who wins in that Super Goats matchup.
Dude, if
unexpected rise to the top.
Yeah, actually, that would be crazy if Jim... I didn't even consider that. If Jim Pickens... I guess I didn't have time to. But if Jim Pickens could cash in during the Nova versus Old Ben match, holy shit. That would be...
Heist of the Millennium.
Yeah. Wow. Eat your heart out, Seth Rollins. I think, I might have to go with Jim Pickens. If we're locking it in, if your pick is Mooch and my pick is Jim Pickens, best of luck to Paz, Animus, and of course, Andrew Owen, one of the vets here on Shock Wrestling. But, I think it's either we're going to see the new gen overcome all these veteran competitors, or Jim Pickens pulling off an upset.
Exactly. Who I'm predicting is Mooch. Who I want in my heart is Jim Pickens.
We have one more little tidbit about this match that I think is a toss-up and something we haven't addressed. What do you think about the Guard not being in this match?
Yeah, what happened there? Like, I've been focused on our match. I didn't even catch what happened there.
I'm receiving word that I should announce that the Guard has been removed from the match. I just saw that in my notes. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot there. I guess we didn't reveal that yet. But the Guard
No.
Guard has been removed from the
Breaking
match.
news to me. I thought they were just putting
Breaking
the
news to
sixth
everybody.
competitor.
Sean Ross Sapp just tweeted, the guard has been removed. All right, guys. Night 2 of Mayhem is going to start with the Strike Scary Box ladder match. And I think this is obviously the one that you and I are a little bit more cautious about. But, I mean, either winner could cash in.
True.
On any champion. I mean, we'll see if anybody has the balls to step to me.
I don't think they'll have the balls to come to either of us, especially after we steal the show.
Well, if you impress me.
Something's just
We got
clicked.
Devil Han. We got Luke. We got Davo. We got Sully. And we got Jordan. There's a lot to unpack here, Raven. I can't even lie to you because there are so many competitors. Devil Han makes me nervous. Jordan, of course, my old protege. He knows everything that I know. And Sully, I mean, he was on the downswing. He's kind of been back up. Recently, he's won a couple matches, but he hasn't really done anything substantial. And then we got Davo, who we've only seen briefly here in Shock Wrestling. He's one of Rob's cronies, which we always have to be weary of.
True.
And he's never lost.
Yeah. A lot of great competitors. I have pinned 3 out of 5 of them, though, so I'm not too worried. But Sully, you're right. He's finally on the come up. I swear I haven't seen him do anything of note since Dynaco broke up. He's finally on the come up. He is Knuff.
He's Knuff. He's indulging in that toxic masculinity, I guess. He's reading about horses. He's amping up. He's trying to get some big wins. Personally, I think, look, it's got to be Jordan, man. I just don't think any of these guys have it in them to overcome what I know Jordan can do. And Davo he's had some great momentum, but I think it ends here.
Davo is starting the rookie run of a lifetime, and if he takes this, that will solidify him, already. However,
I mean, so far, he could be Shock Wrestling's Bill Goldberg.
True.
As if we didn't have enough of those numbskulls with fucking FN.
True. But, Captain FN now, remember?
Yeah, sorry.
Is he really a captain? I don't know. Does he own a ship? I've never seen him own a ship. I've never seen him on a ship at all.
Look, everybody's a winner at games that they're the only people playing. We've got... let's talk about Luke, though. Luke has had a couple misfires as of late. He faced Andre for the Shock Wrestling World Championship, came up shorthanded in a victory, or a loss that disappointed a lot of people, I know a lot of people, including myself, wanted that belt off Andre, which of course...
We all wanted the belt off of Andre. He was a disgrace to Strike.
I'm just kind of thankful I'm not looking at Andre in one of these matches, if I'm being completely honest. He can sit in the corner and play with that cardboard title all he wants.
I thought he was going to sneak his way into this match. I'm kind of glad he didn't.
So bless up for that. And on that note, I think that this match is a more clear indicator of who the future of Shock Wrestling is going to be. But Raven, give me your pick. Who do you think?
Ooh, I think that previous failure is going to light a fire under Luke's ass. I think he might take this. Devil Han is a wily veteran. He could take it. But ultimately, my pick is Sully for Comeback Wrestler of the Year, probably next year. He's going to win this. He's going to hopefully do something with it. I don't know, man. Maybe he goes and reclaims PWF with that scary box. Ace, watch your back.
Dude, tons of bullshit to deal with there on PWF. We'll get to that later. But for me, personally, we're looking at Devil Han. He's the old snake that's still hanging around. Never quite got that moment on top. He's always been a main eventer, but he's that CM Punk guy. Never really got his moment to be the guy. Luke, of course, like you said, has had a lot of misfires lately. He still has tons of momentum. He's definitely a fan favorite. Davo is this surly newcomer. We haven't seen him take a loss yet. Sully, he's on the up after a big downswing. And then Jordan, who just has all the momentum in the world. It's a toss-up. I'm locking in Jordan. I got to go with my heart and my brain on this one because I know what Jordan's capable of. But you're saying Sully.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to
Jordan
see.
is impressive. I do think he has a very solid chance of winning this. But
I'm going to be honest with you. I think I don't know who's going to win.
It is a
I
toss-up.
think that this is so hard. All of my gambling addicts betting on ShockWrestling on DraftKings. God love you.
I
This
did
is a tough
just
one.
set in a bet for the BWI to make an appearance during this, by the way. I'm thinking Perkins
Yeah, I
going to
don't
come
think-
out and maybe assist Davo. I'm not sure, though.
I think that Scary Box Parlay is going to have a huge payout because I don't think anybody is going to be able to correctly guess both winners of these matches. They're such toss-ups. Moving on, I think we're about to go into our first pre-show match. It's for the Blockbuster Tag Team Championships. We got the Incrediboys, the champions, facing off against fellow Pixar pals Buzz and Woody versus the Chefs of France and a mystery team? Do I have that right? John Von Hollywood, is that right? It's a mystery team joining us for that match. Up next on the Mayhem 2 kickoff pre-show here on Shock Wrestling. I almost wanted to say Strike Wrestling. We're not on strike tonight. I'm looking at the clouds right now. That's why I'm thinking that. But we're going to get down to the ring. We got 4 teams in a ladder match. It's, of course, the champions, the Incrediboys, with their Pixar pals Buzz and Woody, the Chefs of France, and then we got a toss-up, a mystery team. And there's been a lot of rumors about who this team might be. Raven, do you have any guesses on who our mystery team is?
Honestly, I've been out of the loop on the rumors. I'm just ready to be surprised.
Well, okay. So I did hear a rumor, and I'll be honest with you. It wasn't through Sean Ross Sapp. It wasn't through a reliable source. It was Sean's View Entertainment. Not the most reliable guy. And he said that it's going to be the big deal in the ladder match tonight.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
But we didn't have anything confirmed. We don't know who it could be. And that's just a rumor, man. It might not be.
I hope it is. I'm a big fan of Warp. Jaden, not so much, but Warp, yes.
And, I mean, it could be Jaden and Warp as well. It could be a lot of people. I would be a little disappointed, if I'm being honest, if it was Jaden and... Wait, what do we got going on here? Who is this? Oh, it's the Chefs of France. I'm an idiot. Sorry, there is a dramatic pause there for the entrance of the Chefs of France. Gordon Ramsay and Linguini are here at Mayhem 2.
I am such a big fan of the Chefs of France. You don't even know.
I'm a big fan. I would like to... I watched some Gordon Ramsay here and there. I'm a big fan of Hotel Hell. But I gotta be honest with you. It's that time of year again. My attention's on my man John Taffer. I'm a bar rescue boy at heart. But Linguini has had a wildly successful year. Mm-hmm. And I think, that rage of Gordon Ramsay combined with the prowess and technique of Linguini has made them a quite formidable team. They did lose Roman Reigns recently, though.
But they did gain the Underbaker, though.
Yeah, we did see the Underbaker a few weeks ago on PWF, which was quite something. I am interested to see... Well, we've heard Mark Calloway has been talking in interviews and stuff. He wants to get back in the ring. Mm-hmm. So I guess he's here on Shock Wrestling. He's not sullying his legacy as the Undertaker. Now he's the Underbaker. It's a different character. So
I really want to
know.
know...
WrestleMania now.
I know we still don't know who the GM of PWF is, but I really want to know how they pulled that off. That is crazy. That is a crazy signing.
What a signing. Mark Calloway, the former man known as The Undertaker, is now a part of PWF, not even our C show. And speaking of the C show, but these guys always bring their A game. It's the Incrediboys.
I love the Incrediboys.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely fan favorites. They've gone through some trials and tribulations over the years. They've definitely not been fan favorites for moments in time. But tonight it seems like they're being received pretty well by the crowd here at Mayhem 2.
I will say I'm a fan, and they are my favorite in this match. Sorry, Chefs of France.
I gotta go with my boys Buzz and Woody on this one. I'm looking to see them maybe get back all the gold. Maybe Buzz can get the the Blockbuster World title back and the tag titles at the same time. We could see double champion. As we await, who's it gonna be? The mystery team.
Get a drum roll.
Who is it?
Damn, this drum roll is going on for quite some time.
I thought the game froze before. Oh! It's...
Oh. I am on the edge of my seat, Mikhail.
It is...
Oh.
Jaden and Warp! Oh, the Ant Bullies. What the hell is it? That's not a Pixar movie. Ant Bully, what was that? Cartoon Network animation? What was... Some company that doesn't fucking exist.
Maybe they're going to be in a Marvel movie soon. Maybe that counts.
They weren't in the Ant Bully. Why? Oh, they're the Anti-Bullies. Excuse me.
I forgot about that movie, actually.
The Ant Bull. Ew. Warp's eyes look fucking frightening. What the hell?
I am frightened.
That was... Oh. Well, he is blind.
Are they in the Olympics? What?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess they let... Man, that's not... Warp...
Does that count for Blockbuster?
Cannot see. That doesn't count as a Blockbuster. Warp cannot see. He has no vision in his eyes. He has to wear the blind vision things from Star Trek. To my knowledge, you don't get to be in the regular Olympics if you can't see. But I don't know. I guess we're bending all the rules for the Blockbuster division tonight, so I guess if they get to be in the Olympics now, they can challenge for the Blockbuster World Tag Team Championships.
Oh, immediately thrown out of the ring, both of them.
Damn, yeah, they shit-canned those guys. Gordon Ramsay also on the outside now, not looking too good.
There's so much going on here. Buzz dropping an elbow on Frozone.
Yeah, Buzz and Frozone is a one-on-one I'd definitely like to see. Frozone with the dive to the outside
Frozone.
on Woody.
What is Warp looking for? I did prefer Warp's old gear, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Warp fan. I'm a little disappointed that those two are here.
You know, Warp was one of my first big matches in my career. Really
what a big
helped
match
me break
it was.
really helped me break into the company.
Well, listen, I guess that's Warp's thing. He helps the new guys break in because he's here on the pre-show.
Yeah, you know, you're right. He is a legend.
He's one of the OGs, dude.
Yeah, he's a legend. I'm surprised to see him on the pre-show.
Dude, he's gone the way of Chris Jericho, just coming out to stink up the joint night after night.
That's an insult to Warp, man. I don't think he's that bad.
Yeah, he's getting there. He's getting there. He's
I would more say it's Christian paired up with Jungle Boy at this point.
Yeah, still stinking up the place.
but less bad.
Linguini cooking some kicks there as he landed one to the face of Jaden.
Gordon Ramsay picking up Woody, slamming him on that ladder. Let him cook.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Chefs of France have been a dominant force here in Shock Wrestling.
Ripcord Lariat by Jaden.
Plancha by Frozone with the flying fist to the face of Woody. Frozone Irish whipped outside the ring. We haven't even seen anybody climb the ladder yet, and I feel like we won't anytime soon.
Nice thrust kick by Woody. Ooh.
Monkey flip there.
Oh,
what's Bob doing? He set up that ladder.
Yeah, I was just about to point that out. Oh, good super kick by Linguini. He is feeling it.
And Woody's got the claw on Gordon Ramsay, it looks like. The Von Erich claw by Sheriff Woody.
That is impressive.
And you gotta wonder, I mean, we'll talk about this a bit later on the pre-show, but Buzz and Woody have a lot going on outside of the tag titles. Of course, Buzz just lost the Shock Wrestling World Championship as well.
Let's see if he can reclaim another title.
Yeah, come out of Mayhem with something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it looks like Linguini just missed a spear.
Yeah, Linguini not doing so hot.
Must have learned that from the tribal chef. Ooh,
Yeah, the tribal
onto
chef's
the ladder.
influence is, has definitely been felt on the chefs of France. But Woody now, with that fireman's carry onto a rope drop onto the neck of the Iron Chef. Well, he's not the Iron Chef, excuse me. The Iron Chef's a different guy. But look at that ladder wedged into the ring. I didn't even see that. Is that a glitch?
I'm not sure, but there's two. Oh yeah,
nervous.
there's two ladders right there. That did happen.
Dude, somebody might get Joey Mercury tonight.
Ooh, nice. Oh, clothesline over the top.
Incredible. Mr. Incredible's laid out on the big ladder now.
True. Oh, he's getting up. Oh, Woody is over there on a ladder too.
Wait! Frozen's got the meat stick!
What?
Dude, there's two meat sticks at ringside right now.
That is crazy.
And, dude,
And he was
absolute chaos around the ring.
smacking
Mr.
Jaden
Incredible.
with that meat
It's hard to even call the
Oh.
action. You folks see what's going on. As
The German chocolate cake suplex by by Gordon Ramsay.
Oh! And Warp now is on the ladder.
Linguini
I thought
over the
Linguini
top.
was going to do a dive onto
Yeah.
to Warp there for a second. Gordon Ramsay might see the opportunity onto Warp.
Oh,
my
Linguini.
God, Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible gonna powerbomb Buzz
Ooh.
onto the
Oh, Linguini taking out Jaden.
Linguini. There was a missile dropkick there by Linguini.
So you're making sure you know the names of moves today, Mikhail.
Yeah, excuse me. We'll see who knows moves later tonight. We got... Well, let me ask you this, Raven. While we got some downtime and the ring has erupted in absolute chaos, no chance of this match ending anytime soon. What's your favorite Pixar movie?
Honestly, it is The Incredibles. I love The Incredibles. Ahead of its time with the superhero movie genre. Honestly, I don't even really think it was supposed to be a kids movie.
Yeah, I mean, Brad Bird was definitely cooking some adult-ass ideas there. Mr. Incredible saving a man from committing suicide and getting sued for it was like that's like a big thing to unpack. As a kid.
There is a corpse in that movie. That is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like Gazer Beam, you see his dead body. That was insane.
The Lego games were uncomfortable showing that, so Gazer Beam is alive in that level in the Lego Incredibles game for no reason.
I've never played that. That's crazy. We did get two people busted open so far, though.
Yeah.
Both Warp and Frozone have been busted open.
And Frozone could seal that right back up. Just
The Lightyear Clash.
Yeah. Damn. But wait, Gordon Ramsay going up top on Jaden! I need somebody to climb up the ladder, man. Come on.
Pan-searing elbow drop.
Give me something here, Gordon. And Gordon Ramsay, little weird maneuver there. I'm sure you know the name of that one, Raven.
I honestly wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to Buzz out on the outside. I didn't see it.
There's so much craziness going on right now. I would have to go with Toy Story 2 as my favorite.
Oh,
Pixar
that's a
movie.
great one.
I'm a big fan of the Buzz Lightyear that doesn't know he's not Buzz Lightyear. I think that's a really funny character, and then he kind of just runs off with Zurg at the end of the movie. I always thought those two would be funny characters to like just randomly bring back.
True, they should.
I'm hanging out with my dad.
I wonder if the general manager of PWF can find that Buzz.
Yeah, what if we got... Yeah, well, I said the other week, where'd you get the cool belt Buzz? But apparently, that was not the Buzz. We got the... this might be Spanish Buzz. I don't know what happened here. Somebody hit factory reset.
That would be... Maybe that's why he lost his title. He just couldn't communicate, like...
I mean, if Ace is listening, maybe note that down. We could do a Spanish Buzz storyline at some point. That would be pretty funny. But, you know, we already talked... Well, actually, we didn't talk about Ace. We talked in private about Ace, but we'll get to Ace later on the pre-show.
Another one of my favorite Pixar movies is Cars. Cars and Cars 3. I'm not a big fan of 2, but Cars 3 is good. It was a good return to form.
Finn McMissile?
I like him, just, it didn't... I was there for the racing, not the spies, okay?
I remember the Cars 3 trailer came out, and I was in high school, and I was talking to my friend about it, and I was like, yo, let's try to convince our teacher, or I won't say his name. It's hard not to say his name, though, because this is a funny story. Like, to watch it with, like, the class. And he put it on, and it looks like Lightning McQueen dies in the first trailer.
Yeah.
And he was, like, really upset. And he's like, well, I don't know why they do that. Cars is an incredible film. Lightning McQueen, he's a classic character. He didn't have to die. Especially to sell the movie like that in the trailer. And he was, like, kind of upset and a little disturbed, I could tell. It's just a funny...
that is quite funny.
I didn't expect to traumatize my teacher by showing him the Cars 3 trailer.
Oh, both Warp and Jaden over the top.
Yeah, sorry, I'm distracted from the action, telling stories about showing
It's okay.
math teachers Pixar.
We love the blockbuster division, okay?
We're talking about blockbusters. We're talking about what movies mean to us. And movies gotta mean a lot to you to be a blockbuster champion.
Speaking of movies, I know we dislike
Which
Rob,
I have been, and I'm a filmmaker.
But Rob has a really good letterbox account. It's a fun read sometimes.
Rob has yeah.
Somebody dropped that in chat.
I enjoy Rob's Twitter as well.
Oh, I need to follow Rob on Twitter.
I do want to take time, while we're on the subject of movies, Shock Wrestling Mayhem 2 is brought to you by my film, The Pitchman, out now on the Scary Box YouTube channel. You can watch that. And my other films, Third Day and Slime Pays, all available, and more coming soon. And I believe Rob has some stuff coming soon on the Scary Box as well. More in the pipeline, no. I just got told no, never mind. Sorry, Rob. But do check out Rob's YouTube channel as well, which the name is escaping me. I apologize. Rob, I promise I'm a subscriber. Rob Ballantyne. It's coming up on the screen now. Yeah, check out Rob's YouTube channel. Rob, let's collab. We'll review a movie together.
Yeah, let's do that. Get me in on this.
Across the pond movie reviews. You could dress like Film Brain, and I'll be the nostalgia critic. But we're still in the middle of the match as Jaden's got Linguini in the middle of the ring. We're back from commercial break. That was your picture-in-picture action. Here, both of the Incrediboys now taking care of business in the ring. All the Pixar characters not doing so hot. Oh!
Buzz laid out on the ladder and
now
getting to nap, I guess.
Raven, were you a Buzz or a Woody kid?
I think I was a Buzz kid, honestly. I don't know. I liked Rex, honestly. He was my favorite Toy Story character.
Alright, well that just changed my mindset completely going into our match. Your favorite character from Toy Story is Rex.
Yeah, why not? Or Bullseye. Ooh. Bullseye was fun.
Bullseye, he doesn't talk!
I don't care, he was fun.
He's the fucking horse! You sound like you've been hanging out with Sully and Ken. Talking about horses that don't talk as your favorite characters.
I didn't say he was my favorite, I said I liked him. I said Rex was my favorite.
Rex, I'm so nervous.
Yeah, he was funny.
Some of us don't like the funny character. I like Buzz because he was cool. He could kick ass. He beat up Zurg. You know, he shot him with the laser.
Yeah.
I don't know. Woody's cool. I like cowboys. I've grown to appreciate cowboys in my old age, but took once upon a time in Hollywood for that to happen, and I love Toy Story.
Listen, honestly, I love cowboys, but it's from the Red Dead games.
Yeah.
Not even just Redemption. Like, I played Revolver as a kid, and that was fun.
I remember being insanely sick one time in elementary school, and I got to rent an M-rated game because I was sick, and I got to play Red Dead Revolver. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, dude, it was fun. Like, I played that game when I was in, like, 2nd grade. Probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Here it comes. We got Frozone finally going up. Could we see an end to this madness?
Oh, and Linguini is just going after
the
Warp.
ladder. Dude,
instead of after
so many
Frozone.
people getting busted open. Is Frozone Gonna do it here. He's the first person I've seen climb the ladder.
Linguini, what
End
are you
this
doing?
madness.
You're just letting the Incrediboys win.
What is going on? Is there some kind of Pixar alliance or something? Like, are we... Dude, is it gonna happen right? What the hell is going on? Jaden, get up there! You dumbass!
Jaden!
You stole the big deal spot to blow it like this. You fucking fool.
Jaden just helped the Incrediboys
like
win.
That.
Jaden just gave the Incrediboys the win.
Is this what Shock Wrestling has become, where we're seeing Pixar, non-Pixar alliances? Jaden, you're not that caliber of movie star. I know you're impressed with yourself because you've been in so many Scary Box films, but it's not that big of a deal. You know what would have been a bigger deal than Jaden? The fucking big deal! This frustrated me to no end, folks. This is some bullshit. Congratulations to the Incrediboys on retaining the Blockbuster Tag Team Championship. Raven, what do you think about
I'm
that?
excited that they won, but I definitely feel like... I don't know. If I were those other two teams, I would not be happy with this outcome. A non-Blockbuster team came in and just let the Incrediboys win. Like...
Yeah, it's shocking, to say the least, folks. But we're going to head back
that's why it's
to
called
our
Shock
pre-show.
Wrestling.
Yeah, it is called Shock Wrestling because we're delivering shocks, and we got more shocks to come. We're going to take it back to the pre-show. All right, now we're back from the Blockbuster Tag Team title match. Raven, we got to talk about one of the most personal matches going into Mayhem 2, and that, of course, being the PWF title match between James Austin Black from So Far So Good, Jab, and our old buddy, Ace.
Oh, brother, man. I gotta go with Jab in this one. This rivalry is heating up. I feel like Ace is a little bit jealous of Jab because
is that the vibe you've been getting?
Yeah,
I hate to agree with you, Raven, but I honestly do. I saw that podcast interview. I don't know if you did.
I did. I did. Yeah.
But I thought Jab. And I'm coming in as somebody who's not that hot on So Far So Good, any of those guys.
I agree. I just like So Far So Good. They
more like So Far So Bad.
So Far So Mid.
Yeah, and listen, we all know how I feel about Ace. And I felt like Jab just made a lot of good points. I felt like Jab said that Ace unfairly positions himself in his own company and exploits his employees. I think that those are both valid points. I've seen it happen. We've both been here long enough to know what Ace does when he likes to play the good guy to people's face, and then he's out here with this backhanded shit. He's only after the So Far Good guys for clout.
Exactly. He plays favorites too. I mean,
yes,
look at what
absolutely.
he did to poor Rob a couple weeks ago, sending him through a gauntlet just for nothing, basically.
How did somebody make me like Rob?
Exactly. Rob has been like my biggest rival ever. Like, how does somebody have me rooting for him?
Can't stand him. Yeah, and we'll get into that later tonight. Because Rob will also be taking on a So Far So Good representative as well, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah. I mean, if we're locking in our picks now, I think this is a no-brainer. I'm going with Jab. Ace is falling off the stage like Jab in the viral video. He's gonna take a tumble. I think Ace takes the L here. He's gonna be lace.
Yeah. I think Jab is going over. He is finally going to put Ace in his place. It's been a long time coming. He is abusing his power. He's been talking shit about Strike, so if Jab doesn't take him down, I might. But yeah, we're going with Jab.
Listen, buddy, get in line.
Hey, we can bury the hatchet after Mayhem, and we can go beat him up together.
We all want a piece of this motherfucker. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. But Okay, let's talk about, on the subject of so far so good, we touched on Rob a little bit. He's got a European title match against the crowd pleaser Nicholas, of all people, who claims he went to Europe, but I don't know for sure.
I've never seen pictures. I don't believe it one bit. I think he's lying for just popularity reasons.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh, I'm so famous, I have to go to Europe and take pictures at the Eiffel Tower and shit. Yeah, like, go the fuck home, dude. I think that the most logical thing to happen here, Rob has never, ever won the European Championship in the history of SWWE and Shock Wrestling. And that just seems like a no-brainer, right? That almost seems like a birthright thing.
Yeah, dude, it is time for Rob to finish his story.
Right,
Bro,
like Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate to say it.
Are we going to
see
see a Ginger End trifecta? Can we get a Ginger End trifecta? That would be awesome.
Rob's busting out the new Ginger End. He's changed the move. It's more devastating than ever now. And I honestly, my money's on Rob. I think that this is another one that we could both agree on. Just because it's such an injustice.
It is. Like, Rob is a wily veteran. He won, like, Credit in the Bank a long time ago. It got stripped of him. He never got to use it. Another really injustice by Ace.
See, I was smarter than Rob back then doing that. So, like, overall, I know, like, I shouldn't be afraid of Rob because I've made smarter decisions. But anyway, I'm just saying he's still a formidable competitor. And I think the European title would suit him well.
For real, yeah, no, he's gonna win. All chips in on Rob.
All chips in on Rob. Well, let me get your thoughts on this next match. We're about to go into another pre-show match, ladies and gentlemen. We got the CEO, John Von Hollywood, not Mercedes Moné. It's the CEO of Shock Wrestling, John Von Hollywood, going up against the Elite Butcher, a man who has been repeatedly threatening to leave Shock Wrestling, much like Mercedes Moné did, for All Elite Wrestling.
And oh brother, this guy stinks, man. I hate Elite Butcher. My good friend JVH is gonna put him down for good, hopefully. And then honestly, hopefully releases the guy. Like, he's been begging to leave, just let him.
What is he gonna do? Go to AEW? They already
They're
have
not
a
gonna
wrestler
sign him.
named the Butcher. Yeah.
Bro is gonna end up in I don't know, the soft soil wrestling over in Africa.
Yeah. Well, he'd be Lord White's tag team partner. All right, let's get down to the ring for JVH versus the Elite Butcher.
Let's go, JVH.
The CEO, John Von Hollywood, versus the Butcher is anything like our last match. We're in for some chaos tonight. Certainly in for some shocks here on Shock Wrestling Mayhem 2's pre-show. But what the hell is this? John Von Hollywood.
I swear, I love him, but he is the flashiest motherfucker. At least he doesn't book himself as champion like Ace, but...
I mean, he doesn't... Look at him! He doesn't book himself as champion! Look at what he's dressed as! He's dressed as goddamn fucking... I don't even know. Bumblebee Burger King over here.
He looks cool, at least.
Yeah,
Listen, when you have the money, you can trip yourself in gold. Bro owns Shockwave Sports.
The flame broiled Whopper crown of John Von Hollywood as he makes his way to the ring. Look at those fishnets, folks. Ooh.
Yeah, that is a surprise.
Yeah. My girlfriend wears lace like that, but I only see it on special occasions. There's your Joey Styles joke for you, John Von Hollywood. But John Von Hollywood in full getup. It looks like he prepared well in advance for the match tonight.
He's got those Batman arm gauntlets. I love that.
Weird, like, Burger King Batman vibes going on tonight. I don't know what this is. Hopefully the Butcher's going to bust out something a little bit better. Wait, with who? What?
Sir John of House Hollywood. What?
The icon!
What is happening? JVH better win. He better not let this disrespect stand.
Oh my God! Raven, did you see who was with him?
I did.
It's not just Sting!
Yeah,
no more BS, it's Paul White!
Paul White! Like, no more BS. Come on.
No more BS!
JVH,
the Butcher is not
hear me,
fucking
you need
around!
to put this man down.
Dude, the Paul White and the Frogman, imagine how that car smelled on the ride over here, dude. Oh my God. I'm shocked. I didn't really think the Butcher was serious about going all elite, but it looks like he has.
What is the point of wearing glasses over a ski mask? God, yeah, I hate the Butcher.
Weird. Who would wear that? Who wears glasses in the ring? Do you think the Butcher could be Old Ben?
I think Old Ben is smaller than the Butcher. I don't think Old Ben has done steroids like the Butcher.
Listen, I saw a movie last night called Love Lies Bleeding, and in it, a woman takes steroids and gets more muscular instantly. So it can happen.
You're wrestling? He's wrestling with the crown and the cape. What? Impractical.
Yeah, Sean from Hollywood, it seems taking this match extremely seriously to get this weird cosplay get-up commission. But not seriously at all, because he's just like...
He should have went to Edna mode. No capes.
Yeah, no capes. John von Hollywood wrestling in a cape with the Northern Lights suplex as he buries
I swear to God, that
Royal
cape
crown.
is going to cost him.
Dude, he had to get that steamed so there's no wrinkles in it. What is... No more BS, Paul White, get down!
What is he doing?
Up to some BS! It looks like he kind of just got up on the ring and emoted.
No more BS, more like a whole lot of BS.
Yeah, he's there with the JU, the
Is he wearing the Jericho singlet?
Dude, another
Frogman,
thing to
what
unpack.
are you doing?
Two words that scare Tony Khan more than anything, jobber and union. I don't think he wants anything to do with the Butcher.
He's already got a Butcher, like...
Yeah, he's already got the Butcher and the Blade. They don't need a Butcher trying to start a union in All Elite Wrestling.
If we see him, he's going to be called the Union Butcher.
But the Union isn't allowed to demand that they get sugar glass during matches or anything. They have to go through real glass because...
Crimea River.
Cooler. Yeah. And you could
poor
it's
Darby.
cooler if you could actually die while wrestling. I guess.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, as the Butcher takes
Grease
JVH's
springboard
blade
elbow.
gauntlets to the back of his head. And JVH with another Northern Lights suplex on the Elite Butcher, who's getting swoller and swoller by the week. I'm getting really concerned. I think there is a steroid issue here. As a sleeper, Raven, this has been a sleeper of a match.
This has been. Oh, great breaking out, Jiggy. He has to win. Like, bro rolled out here with two of Tony Khan's buddies. Can't take that disrespect.
Yeah, Tony Khan's buddies, the icon Sting, of all people, and Captain Insano himself, who shows no mercy as we know. I just wonder, is JVH feeling the heat? I mean, those are two guys who he had negotiations with, and they fell through. He didn't get Sting. He didn't get No More BS Paul White. He got me. He got the Raven. He got the Frogman.
Yeah, okay. Don't put us in the same conversation as Frogman. We are A-plus signings.
I don't know why I did that. But, and the Butcher now kicking like a baby getting his diaper changed.
I will say, I'm very surprised that Andre isn't out here.
I'm very thankful.
Me too. I don't
relieved.
gotta smell him. Already gotta smell Frogman.
Is that Boo at ringside?
Oh, it might be.
Yeah, right. She's there to support Sully. Later tomorrow night in the Strike Scary Box ladder match, Boo will be at ringside apparently. As the Elite Butcher grabs the meat stick,
smacking JVH with his meat.
Imagine, Raven, you walk into work tomorrow and just whip out the meat stick and start smacking your boss across the face.
Oh man, I couldn't imagine that.
You know Captain Insano told him to show no mercy. As JVH hits the Hurricane Rana. Setting up for some kind of
basement drop kick. Let's go.
Is JVH gonna pick up the meat stick?
I hope he grabs his own meat stick.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to. I think JVH is going vegan tonight. He doesn't want the beef.
Just like 303.
Oh! As the Elite Butcher is in the ankle lock.
And no DQ,
And he
so no
can't
rope
see-
breaks.
He's too swole to see the ropes in front of him. He can't lift his neck up that high.
I can't believe he wrestles. Maybe it is Old Ben, or like Old Ben's brother or something.
Or it could be Nye. I don't know. Maybe that's why he's going crazy lately. He's got the roid rage.
I feel like Nye would have thrown a lot more weapons at him. I know from experience.
Yeah, Nye would. And the Elite Butcher is now busted open.
Oh, and he did not like that.
Real blood, Crimea River, Tony Khan.
That ain't ketchup, folks.
JVH is not in a good way here. This is
Oh,
What?
What happened? Ref stoppage? What?
What the hell happened here? Well, I guess the Elite Butcher's contract has expired. He can no longer compete in Shock Wrestling.
Did Tony
They had to
Khan
call it.
pay off the ref?
He said, call it right now. He's under my contract. This is bullshit, and I won't stand for it, or whatever Tony Khan said in the media scrum about the contract tampering. He's not letting it happen. Jerry McDevitt showed up
And
in our
I
offices
quote,
earlier
I'm
today.
fucking sick of this shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow. Yeah, the Elite Butcher taking his curtain call here. Frankly, folks, disrespecting all of you at home.
Is this
rude.
Tony Khan's MJF replacement? Noted, MJF
Dude.
is no longer on the AEW roster.
Was the Elite Butcher MJF this entire fucking time? He came here to start a union, act like he was a loser because it's secretly into like self-deprecation or something. Because that guy's like all about like
It's crazy.
I don't know, but we still don't know who the Elite Butcher is, and now he's gone. As we take it back to the pre-show, we'll give you the rundown of the rest of Mayhem 2's matches. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back. All right. Well, we just saw, I guess, that was a little bit of an upset victory. I guess the Elite Butcher defeating the CEO of Shock Wrestling, JVH, who put himself in the pre-show. I got to commend him for that. He's a humble guy.
Unlike someone.
He got a little, yeah, I guess he got a little bit more humbled tonight, facing off against the Butcher, who is now leaving Shock Wrestling, assumedly after beating up his boss and embarrassing him on the granddaddy of them all, Shock Wrestling Mayhem 2. Unfortunate way to kick things off, folks. But let's talk about what we got going on a little bit later on tonight. Raven, we've been bringing it up. It's the Super Goats match, and I'm not talking about me and you. I'm talking about the other Super Goats match.
Mm-hmm.
It's Nova and Old Ben.
Yeah, I think Nova finally wins. Old Ben has been hanging around in that main event scene long enough. Kind of pulling a Super Cena lately, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think Nova finally wins and ascends to the top. Honestly, like Nova's just impressive. It's going to be a great match, not as good as ours, but it's going to be a great match that really going to be tough to decide the winner, but I think it's going to be Nova.
Yeah, I know both of these men very well. Of course, me and Nova, legendary rivalry together. But something about Nova when I was in the ring with him, man, there was just something that was missing. And I feel like Old Ben has that missing piece. And I just can't see Nova. I feel like if Nova were to win that match, I would call it an upset.
I think it definitely would be an upset, but I think it's gonna happen. I think Nova's gonna pull out all the stops and get one over on, honestly, his mentor. Like,
yeah. Well, that was my other thing. I just feel it's a bit like Highlander, right? It's like old Ben taught Nova everything he knows, but does Nova know everything that old Ben knows?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That is a fair point.
And that's why I gotta go with old Ben on that one. But we do have one more world title match to talk about tonight. Actually, two. Excuse me, I'm forgetting one. Right now, it seems like to talk about our next world title match, which is between Indiana Jones and Darth Maul for the Blockbuster World Championship. We got a special guest calling in via Skype, Stone Cold Steve Austin, live from the Broken Skull Ranch.
Hello, thank you for taking my call, Mikhail. Raven, this is Stone Cold.
Stone Cold, how are you doing?
I got a couple questions for me to ask you something. Number one, Darth Maul been getting his ass whooped lately. Then he faces that damn son of a bitch, Buzz Lightyear. Goddamn, back to back. He won that there Blockbuster World Championship. Now he's facing that mean cat Dr. Indiana Jones. Does the Dark Lord have the goddamn guts to go one-on-one at the granddaddy of them all with Indiana Jones?
Well, Steve, I can tell you've had a couple Steve Weisers already tonight, but I love your enthusiasm. Man, it's Darth Maul and Indiana Jones. Like, who's gonna outsmart who here? You have the ultimate technician, Darth Maul, and I mean, obviously, the GOAT, Indiana Jones. Raven, who do you got?
This is a tough one. This is... Whew, I'm honestly not sure. Darth Maul is one persistent son of a bitch. But Indiana Jones is just also one of the GOATs. I think I'm going to have to go with Indy here. But man, it could go either way. I think Indy's got this, though.
I think that this is the time that we're going to see the redemption of Savage Opress, and he's going to come back at the 11th hour and help his brother get that victory over the legend Indiana Jones.
Question two. Indiana Jones got damn near a decade of wrestling experience under his belt. Does that become a factor? Is old Indy getting up there? Maybe he hangs up them boots like old Stone Cold.
Well, yeah, I would say that Indiana Jones definitely has some years on him. He's definitely got some notches in his belt. And we've seen that become a factor before. Would you agree with that, Raven?
Yeah. The thing is, Indiana Jones does have all that experience. He's taken down a bad guy or two in his time. I definitely think he could ride off into the sunset after this, but he's definitely winning. Like, if he's hanging it up, he's not going to do it on a loss.
I mean, you underestimate the man's lack of ambition. He was kind of just going to let them leave him back in, like, ancient Greece.
That cowboy and spaceman, the old Buzz and Woody, damn Toy Story boys. They're gonna show their damn plastic mugs during the match tonight.
I mean, I definitely think that Buzz and Woody both have unfinished business with Darth Maul after the championship changed hands a couple weeks ago on PWF. Raven, do you think that we're going to see Buzz Lightyear try to get that belt back?
I definitely think there's a very good chance he plays a hand in the outcome of this match, but I'm not sure. I think they show their faces, actually. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we see some action from the toys. That would be shocking. I feel like there's a lot of room for people to get involved extracurricularly in matches tonight. I'm a little nervous about that.
Is there any goddamn chance we see that there scary box holder make a run in just like the rattlesnake and steal that damn championship out from under the nose of Dr. Jones and the Dark Lord?
Well, Stone Cold, I mean, Raven, what do you think? There's so much on the line here.
I think the only way we could see that is, honestly, if it's Sully. You know,
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, absolutely. Sully
Sully
would definitely have his eyes on that title.
But honestly, I also think Sully more would have his eyes on Jab versus Ace. really.
Yeah, that's true.
But,
he can really take back his brand that way.
Yeah.
That fast pass to getting PWF back under the under Sully's belt. He's gonna. I definitely think that this
that joke
the
hit
scary
like a little
box.
late for me.
It wasn't that funny. Stone Cold, do you have any other questions for us?
And finally, what's going through the mind of you two Texas Rattlesnakes in the lead up to your own goddamn world title match, the Shockwave World Championship? What's that belt mean to you two cats?
I mean, I'll let the Raven speak first because I feel like my accomplishments and actions have spoken for themselves. Raven, what does the Shockwave World Championship mean to you?
The Shockwave World Championship means everything to me. I have fought tooth and nail my entire career in this company, and I have never rose above either the tag titles or the Gingerweight title. I am going to put my everything into this match. I took out 5 other superstars in the Elimination Chamber. I've beaten every single member of the Clique in the lead up to this. I am taking that title. I will take my ascent to the top of Friday Night Strike. I will walk out of there Shockwave World Champion. Some things honestly just click, Mikhail.
Our fans are going to think we run some second-rate sham show. We're never going to be able to compete with...
Alright, y'all, old Stone Cold's got to get back on the road having a couple Steve Wazers while driving down the old Texas highway here. You two have a good one. I see some flashing lights. You two, I'll see you later.
Shock Wrestling is never going to be able to compete with WWE and with AEW and with Major League Wrestling if we have people like you in our main event, Raven. I'm sorry, man. I really am. I think you're a nice guy. I think you're a talented wrestler. But it's not for you, man. It's not. You're not built like that. It would be nice to see you with the championship at some point. I will admit that. I think that you have it in you at some point to be a championship caliber athlete. But I think that this is a miscalculation, my friend. I think that you have a lot of proving to do.
You know, I'm looking to prove it tonight in the main event. Mikhail, I respect the hell out of you. You are a great talent, but you are also a fucking slime ball. I got that bird
Raven.
in me, and I will be taking that championship from you one way or another. I will leaving you broken in that ring as I leave, and I'll fly away waving at you.
Raven, I look forward to discussing your Clique membership once this is all settled and done. Because I'll be honest with you, the whole reason I extend my Clique membership offer is because I'm worried. Because I think about what happens. You told me you're hyper-focused, you're locked in. I know you are. Tonight. What happens tomorrow? When the resolution of the match has been made clear? Where do you go from there?
Well, I'll be celebrating.
And I'll be right there with you, I bet. Ladies and gentlemen, for Shock Wrestling, my name is Mikhail Ice Cold 3000, your Shockwave World Champion. I thank you for joining us on the I thank you for joining us on the Mayhem 2 pre-show, and I hope you stick around with us for both nights of Shock Wrestling Mayhem 2. It's coming at you right now.